Hello everyone, this is Crossfire Kitty, and this is the game Abzu, and I'm going to be putting it here. I've already recorded the video. I was going to put it on another channel, and right now I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put different things. I've got it settled down to 5 channels. I don't want to have more than 5 channels because it's just too easy to get too many channels and then they're all over the place. But I want the ones that are on there to be divided concisely. So I know that this one is 3D or third person point of view, and the character can do whatever. There's going to be some that are relaxing. There's going to be some that are exciting and you can get hurt. There's going to be some that are more puzzle oriented, and I'll put them into playlists that reflect that. So I figure that way I can have all the ones here that are third person point of view, and if they're not the kind of thing you'd be interested in watching, you can just, I'll put them into playlists, and that way you go, this playlist is for all the action third point of views and all that stuff. And then my other channels will reflect things that are unique to those channels. So I'm not going to go into any more. This is a video I already made, so let's get on with the show. Okay, so we play as this diver, and according to what I read on the internet, the developers have decided that the diver is female, but for the story, I don't think it really matters either way because it doesn't really play into it either way. But because the developers have said the character is female, I'll go with that. So what we want to do first is we want to push the R2 to dive. And we want to get our first trophy. When you push the X, it goes faster, like a little boost. And what we want to do is go down and then kind of boost up. And you go out of the water, you'll get a trophy. Sometimes it might be a little better to be a little higher when you do that, because I was almost too low when I started the boost, but I made it, so that's fine. I say it's pretty easy to do it, but we already have the trophy. Now we're gonna go, and there's gonna be a grouper fish, I believe it's called. All kinds of really pretty fish in this game. I hear they have hundreds, if not thousands, in this game. And here's the grouper fish. We'll just go up to it and it'll do a little animation of them meeting together. And you just push the L2 to ride and then push the circle and you'll get a trophy for making a little bit of ballet. And you can ride them all the way into the area, but I just let go. Thank you, Mr. Grouper. Or whatever. So I'm gonna go, it doesn't matter, I'm just going through here for some reason, but we're gonna go to the left, and there's a pool over here. And push the square, and it will release the creatures from within. And then I'm gonna go to the right side, the way I came, and follow the pathway over to another pool. I say we're not trying to rush, but I'm trying to be a little streamlined. And we'll get that. And next I'm going to go up here to the right. and get this little robot, because it will help us progress the story. Hello. Very happy to see us. I think these robots have the most personality in the whole game. And then we'll go around this rock thing to the shark. And sit on it. And push the touchpad. So we're going to try to find a fish eating another fish. It's a grouper. Sometimes if you get these long fishes, they'll eat something. Just very random how long it's going to take. Oh, there we go. Finally. Thank you very much. Alright, so now once that happens, you can move on. Just sometimes you never know. I mean, that's actually been after 2 minutes of me waiting. But I try to edit it down so it's not taking so long. So after we get that, we're going to go down under the shark statue and into this little cave. And get the shell there. Alright. And then out of the cave again, there's a little pool right there. And after that, we just need to get the rest of the robots. You only need 2 of them, I think, but I'll go ahead and get 3 of them. There should be one over here. Cool. Now we're done with this area, other than the last robot. That's before the exit. And just go back to where I came, to that pool. And go to the left. And there's the last one. Right, then you can just go to the door and have them cut through it with the square button. Right, then we're gonna go forward. I think you see the shark at some point. There it is. Hello, Sharky. Goodbye, Sharky. And to the left over here is a shell. And then we just continue forward. And then we will go down into the light. Alright, we'll just make our way over to the bright light in the distance. And push square when you get there. Make everything grow nice and new and fresh, renewing the place, I guess. So it's very pretty. And then after that is done, we will go to the statue above the door. So there is the door right there, and the statue is above it. If I can move. A little bit higher. All right, turn around. Higher. Above the door, higher. There we go. I got a little close to the door, but that's all right. The statue is above the door. Now we can go through the door. I just got a little closer to it than I meant to. And when you come through here, you will see some murals, and I'm guessing they tell the story of the world, but I don't really understand it. Other than there were people, and they had plants and things, and there's some kind of language written on the wall, but I don't know if those are based on actual hieroglyphics or... I mean, they don't look... Some of, like, the bird ones kind of do, but I'm not sure about the shell ones, but they kind of remind me of kind of a oh my god. They kind of remind me of hieroglyphics. Obviously, I have not written a script for this. And this is where you can tell how many shells you have. So, if you're ever worried about missing a shell in an area, because when you get done with the game, you can do a chapter select, then the shells will show up into these little alcoves, and each of the little parts is a chapter. So, that kind of helps. It doesn't keep track of anything else like the pools or anything, but the shells, at least, it does help. So now we will continue on through. And that happens. Poor little statue. After that happens, we're gonna go down below. All this column, I guess. Yeah, column. Go down to the bottom, and there is a pool. Let some turtles free. And then I believe on the other side of this thing is a shell. There it is. There's the shell and the pool. And that is the last of this chapter. So we're gonna go right back up and find the triangle door. Sometimes the character does not go exactly where I would like it to go, but that's right, we're going up. And there is the door. And I'll just have the robots, the remaining ones, open it for me. Make cute little noises. So now we're on chapter 2, and we'll follow this JetStream. And what we want to do is there's going to be clusters of these fishes, and you just want to kind of steer your diver into them. And this one is inverted controls, but I think you can change that if you don't like that in the controls and the settings. And I think there's like 10 of them in this particular spot. So there's 2, 3, 4. I'm just counting because I'm not... 4, I almost missed that one. 5. I think I got the one at the last second. There's none here where you're going sideways. There's another one. 6. Another one there. Oh, 7. 8. 9. I'm not sure if there's a 9 or 10. Oh, I guess there is 10. So I think this is the last one here. 10. Oh, actually, no, there's 11. Oh. There's actually 11. I thought there was 10, but there's 11. All right. And that is that's the last of the fish for this particular part of it. And I just let go of the controls and let the diver propel herself forward now. There I go, up at 11 instead. You get a trophy when you get 15 of them, so that will be the next time we come into the stream. Right, very, very pretty area. Very coral-like. We got dolphins and redfish and more redfish, all kinds of fishes. Hello. So what I usually do is I just go up this structure and go over to the shell, which is on the other side. Shell. And then after that, I go down to the shark down there, which is there. Right. And after that, we kind of make our way around the area and get the pools, the 2 pools on the bottom of the area. There's 2 down below here. So here is one. And then just keep kind of going around the area. There'll be another one. There it is, I see it. We'll be going out there eventually with the coral door. But I'm going to get this one. Right, and then there's one more pool, which is above the cave. There is the cave right there. Little sneaky things. So above this cave is another pool. It's easy to miss this one. All right. And then the next thing is to go into the cave, where there'll be a little robot down below, which we need to get out of here. All right. Now we can leave. Should be right underneath that structure again. Or still. It didn't leave. It didn't move after all. Right down here. And have the robot cut it open for you. Right. And now we're back to the... oh, almost forgot. On the left side up ahead will be a shell. So get the clusters of fish again. But there's also going to be a shell on the left side once we go through an archway. I always forget about that until I'm right here. You have a little bit of time to get ready for it, but there's one for getting the fish. And it's right through this archway. Right up there. It gives you a good amount of time. Just make sure you push the square button when you go by it. Or you'll have to do it again. If you mess up, I imagine you can just restart from the or restart, like turn it off and restart, because there's no saves until you get to the next part, I imagine. But it's better to do that than to have to play the whole game before you can do the chapter select, because you can't do any chapter select until you finish the game, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna let her swim on her own. And I'm going to mark off the things that I've found. So that's good. All right. Right, now we're going to go to the light. Looks like we're letting out some orcas. And you can kind of see the statue from here, or you can see the statue from here. It's on the left side. It's now hidden by the vines, but it's still there. So I'm going to go over there to the left side, and there it is. The next statue. Right, now we're going to go through the doorway. And now we see that we have 5 of them, but there's another one up ahead that we'll get of the shells. Plus there's a shark here and another pool. So there is the shark straight ahead. A little bit down, and there's a door we'll go to after that, or after we get the pool and the shell from below. So now I'm going to go to the bottom again. It's very dark down there, but, you know, there's only so many places down here you can go. So if you go to the very bottom and look around, you will find another pool and, say, another shell. And they'll turn his light on, or she'll turn her light on. So there's one of them. Okay. And then I think what we want to do is go this way, because it's on the other side of this column. So just keep going around, and there it is. You'll see these boulders and they shell by these pots. All right. And that's it for that one. We just go up to the top. You want to ride on a random animal or mammal or fish or whatever, can, of course. That one looks kind of interesting. That one's, what is that, a whale shark? I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like one. I almost cut in its mouth. Oh yeah, oh, basking shark. Okay. That's kind of cool. You can find out the different names of the sharks. I mean, I knew it was some kind of shark, I just wasn't sure of the actual name. And there's another one we can get on to. I'm assuming that's a humpback whale, but let's see. Yes, humpback whale, that's what I thought. Alright, that's good. Thank you, humpback whale, for letting me ride you. Very nice. Now we can leave and go into chapter 3. From what I understand, every time you go through these doors, it goes to another chapter. So this is chapter 3. And we will follow the chain along. And when we get out here, we will go over to the left and get the little robot off of this statue. Right. And then I'm going to do is go down below and do the crank. Then come out of the cave, and the glowing thing over there is a door we'll go to later on, but for now I'm just going to come up a little bit, and there's a pool right here. Right, and then to the right and up there is a statue. And then down the well, there is a shell. Down the well is a shell. Then some mollusks. We don't care about the mollusks, but they're there. And then back up again. All right. So when you come up again, you can see, if you look across the way to where the door is and then those statues and go across there, there'll be another pool over here. Right there. Right. And then after that, usually just turn around and go down to the bottom. When you go to the bottom, you will see there is a pool down there to the right. And then back to the left. There is another robot. And then we just have to go up and get the other chain. So that will be into this cave, which luckily is pretty close to us when we come up. And have them open it. I imagine these chains are fairly rusted after being in the water for a long time. Okay, now we can leave this particular little area. Lots of beautiful blue fish and cream fish and red fish and black fish. All kinds of fish. And we can ride one of these cuties because they're super cute. That is a manatee. Anyway, they're cutity. If you come through this little hallway, go towards the bottom because there is a pool down there, which is easy to miss. I've definitely missed that one more than once or twice. And then we'll keep going forward. And through the sparkling cave, we'll find a shell once the shark goes away. Hello, shark. Well, we'll just keep going. There he goes. Alright, so we're gonna go behind this, like, seaweed over here. The shell is kind of hidden away back here. Right? Shell. Alright, now we're gonna go out the door and to the next light. Alright. Straight into the light. I was hoping if I went up and down it'd go a little faster, but I don't know if it does or not. It doesn't seem like it. You're under the water. Thank you. You're in the under the other water. Seems to be heavy water and light water, so we'll see what we release this time. And I didn't realize there was a bunch of little fish that showed up as well. Alright, so I think we're going to go to the right and up a little bit. Because there's the door. And you kind of... oh, it's a cool green fish. You come over here. It's right and up a little bit. And then right above the door, you see the door is down there. Right above the door, there's going to be a shell behind these little windows. Right here. And the little noises they make are cute. Go down and see if there's any creatures you want to ride on. Let's see. Where are those ones with the big fins? Oh, let me see. Let me ride you. You're huge. Gotta ride you at least once. That is a whale shark. Oh, that's the whale shark I was looking for. I said whale shark before, but I guess this is the actual whale shark. Alright. Alright, that's good. Time to go. Oh, they're pretty cool looking though. And then at the end of this building area, there will be a shark statue. I think we have 9 shells now, but you can of course look at the alcove thing when you go by. And there is more story, which I still don't understand the story. I think it's interesting looking, but I don't really get it. Maybe someone can tell me what it all means, and that would be great, but I don't get anything out of it other than people used to live in the world and they, I guess, lived with the sharks. And they created those things, maybe. Yeah, I think it should be at the end of this area. And apparently they have a lot of this wheat stuff around still. Or seaweed. I'm not sure if it's wheat, but I guess it's seaweed. So sit on that shark. And then that will be the end of this chapter once we go through the door. Not that door, the triangle door as usual. That's coming up. I'm gonna have my notes here to make sure I don't forget anything. Yeah, there it is. There's the door. There's nowhere else to go here, so... Oh, wrong way. And again, once again, the robots leave you. I guess they're going back to their home or whatever. Alright, this should be chapter 4. And this is the mine area, which, after we ride with some whales first, which is probably my least favorite besides 5. But it is part of the game. So when you get to the mines, just try to have patience with the controls if they bother you. They sometimes do. I admit they do bother me. But luckily, any injury that happens to your character is very fleeting. And at the most, your character just gets a little bit stunned. And then you can go on. Just think of it as a lesson in having patience in general. Hello, friend. How are you? Having a good meal out here in the big, big ocean? And then we're going to do a little bit of spinning and dancing together with the whale. You don't have to, but it's kind of relaxing. Before the dangerous part of the world. So we're gonna go straight forward. There are mines all over the place, and if you get too close to them, they'll beep louder and louder, and then they'll kind of put out an electrical burst at you. So, I mean, this kind of game is generally relaxing, except for this mine area. I would just say that it's not the worst, but I definitely could have done without it in this kind of game that seems generally relaxing. Then you have this whole thing going on. But it is a good chance to take a deep breath and just let it all go and go with the flow. So that's what I'm going to do. If I get hit, it's okay. I'm going to try my best not to get hit. But here is the first pool. My character just kind of went up on their own. And then to the left, there's going to be... Oh, hi. There's going to be a statue. And then if you look over there, you see like a structure and you want to swim over to it. Because there's going to be a shell up there. Watch out for the mines. Right there. In the whale bones or whatever these are. And then after that, we're going to swim down and watch out for the mines because they are down there. Try to go around them. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we should be okay. If you come down here, there will be a cave, and there will also be a pool, which is right there. Just going to try to stay... Actually, I'm going to go this way first, and then I'll get the pool. Try to stay on the right side of the cave. It seems like that's the most safe spot to be. There we go. And then they'll drop. This part is not generally too annoying with the mines. It's more chapter 5 that's the problem for me, but... just gonna take it easy and not worry about it too much. So here is the pool that we passed. And then we go around to the other side. There's the door. And keep going past it. You'll find another cave and another pool. There's the pool there. And again, I go into the cave from the right side. Anglerfish. I actually have a game called Anglerfish. What I usually do is I go over to where these stalagmites and stalactites are and go through them. Because then you have a little distance. And there's the shark friend. And we shouldn't have any of the mines in the way for a moment. Now when you go into this area, there will be a shell after you free the shark on the ceiling. First, we're going to free the shark. Oh, I forgot about those. Try to swim by them quickly, I guess. I completely forgot they were there for a second. So we'll free the shark now. My character is very, very strong, apparently. And now we are best buds. So when we go forward, there will be a shell on the ceiling to the right side. It'll be up there. You can see it now. Get that. And then we're going to go down. What I'm going to see is... Yeah, I think I want to go down first. Trying to see what's the closest, but... Yeah, I think I'll go down. And there's some squids down there, which we will need for our trophy. We go down to this little ledge down here. Right there, you can see the shell. There it is. All right. And there's the opening where we'll go eventually. But for the time being, I'm going to go down to the shark. All right. And then we're going to go up. There's a platform above, but I also want to get a squid on the way up. I'm going to try to stop turning around. There it is. The camera likes to kind of take control away from the player sometimes, which can be slightly disconcerting. But I want to ride this squid, so I'm going to get close to it and push the L2. Sometimes it does take a moment for it to work. Come on. There you go. That's that statue, which is Kraken. Right, now we're done with that. We're gonna go find the doorway again. There it is. And then go above it. Yeah, see, the game is trying to take control away from me, but I'm going to fight it. Because I want to come up here to this pool. There we go. And that should be everything other than going down and into light. Go down. There we go. And now we are letting out the squids. All right. Alright, we're gonna go through this door because there's nothing else here that we need. I think it would be kind of neat to be able to explore the whole area once you're done. I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter because we were actually exploring it right now, but I don't know, it'd be kind of neat to come back later when it had more fish and stuff, but that's not how the game works, so it doesn't matter. We do, however, want to watch out for the mines before we go into the door. It seems like sometimes I have no problems with them at all, and the shark's going in there as well. And then other times my character just wants to run right into them for some reason. So I don't know why that is. I'm gonna go to the top. It seems like it's easier to get the character to go up than it is to go down sometimes. But sometimes the character, she just seems to have a mind of her own. So that one went pretty well. Alright, so I believe we are on chapter 5 now. And there are no collectibles in here. Only pain. Only the pain of running into mines. If you try to stay away from them, sometimes you can get by them without them going off. But yeah, it is a bit difficult sometimes. And you can see the factory is making those little helpers that were helping you. I don't know where they all end up because, yeah, I don't know. They just kind of go off in the distance, so don't really know where they're going. There you go. You have 3 kicks you can do in a row, so kind of get them going as you go by, and that way you can kind of swim by it. I think that's the only 2 here. But I usually don't have a problem there so much as the ending of this chapter. We'll see some diagrams showing that each of the creations here, which includes ourselves, has this core. And these weird fish looking things, which I don't think you see them anywhere else in the game. But that's us, I think, or one of our kind. And it also has the core, I guess. And now we can go on to the most aggravating part in the game. However, I'm going to be calm. Oh, go down. Go to the right. It's alright. That is the hardest part to get through. Okay, let's stay to the... Do not go down too low, because if you do, the character will go back up again. So just kind of watch. Just kind of watch. No, don't do that. The character tries to go up when you don't want it to. It's clear that there's mines up there. Why would you go up? The character just likes to take over. No, stop it. You did not do that. Like, I'm trying to stay under mines, and the character is doing that. The character is trying to go up. I don't want the character to go up. Stop it. Thank you. I don't know if the character is supposed to get hit by mines there, but it's very aggravating when you're trying to get the character to go a certain way, and the game will literally keep taking over. That took me 10 times to get through there without getting hit. But I refuse to go through there and get hit over and over again. It just pisses me off. So this is proof you can get through it without getting hit. Again, I think this part of the game adds nothing to it whatsoever. Other than the shark sacrifices himself for you, which I find is pointless. Sorry, I just think it's pointless.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Alright, I'm a little more calm now. Just happy I made it through the mines without actually getting killed. Unfortunately, the shark was not so lucky. But now we're going to be going into a new area. This is chapter 6. A whole new area that's pretty cool, I think. I'm not exactly sure how this works. I mean, we're in the ocean and yet we're in an area that has air and water. So I don't know if this whole town is just under the ocean or whatever, but it's pretty cool looking either way. It's amazing how pottery always manages to make its way through the millennia. Seems like wherever you find old civilizations, you find pottery. So that's cool. And also very bright. Very, very bright pottery, apparently. At least in this case. That is a very bright red. And apparently life has found a way to thrive under the ocean and in this park-like structure. I don't know if this is a place that they considered a park for themselves, but it's pretty nice. I think I've said that more than once, but we need to go up the stairs. Make sure I'm recording, because that's always great when you get to the end of the game and realize you haven't been recording for the last hour. I thought I was going to flip out of water. That would have been kind of cool. If I'd flipped out of the water. So we gotta turn this thing on. We have to go into the water and go down and do the crank or whatever. Do this crank thing. You turn around, please. That would be nice. Thank you. Alright, before we go through the door, or before we finish with this area, I should say, we need to get a couple of items. So we want to go down to the pool. Doesn't have to be in this particular order, obviously. You just have to make sure you get everything. And then up, there's a shark statue. And we're gonna go for the other crank. And then after that, we're gonna go down to the pool over here by the weird dinosaur bone. And then we're gonna go up along this column. We're gonna actually go the way we want to go instead of some random way that the game has suddenly decided we should do. And go under the waterfall. Here's another shell. And then go back. Oh, that was close. We almost jumped out of the water that time. Still think that'd be kind of cool if you could do that, but... Come on, you can do it. Then go across the way to the other shell in the area. When you look up, you can see it right over there. Across the way, kind of sparkling. Just kind of come along this construction thing here. Or this structure, I should say. To the bottom of the stairs. Could you go forward, please? Thank you. And then up the stairs. While the camera tries to catch up and acts very sluggishly. Or you're trying to push it to move. And you get this shell. The shell. And that's all we need here, so we can leave this area. Better stop dropping my pencil. And we have 2 more pools and... Oh, after this little area, I should say. Always forget about this little area for some reason. So we'll be going up from here, I believe. Yeah, up and then dive down. There's definitely a lot of those things in this world, the mollusks. I feel like they've taken over the world. So many of them. Let's get out of the water. I don't know how the water is able to stay in there and not overflow on the bottom, but whatever. It's more of a magical, mystical place than one of science, I think. So we're gonna go down here, and now there's dinosaurs for some reason. But here's a pool, we got 2 more. And hopefully when I redid everything I didn't miss something. We will see, I guess. That one. Over and turn on the water. The water in the water. Oh, actually did it. That fish is having fun. Just wiggling around like he's having a party. This is an interesting top. Then we're gonna follow it all the way to the other end. And hope that when we get this pool that I did not miss any. Because this should be the last one. Crossing my fingers. Yes. I'm always relieved when I actually get the trophy that I'm looking for. Now we have to go up to the shark statue, and there should be another trophy. Hello, sir. Or madame, who knows? Yes. Alright, and then we have to get a shell before we go through the doors, and we also have to turn the water on as well. But before we go through the doors, we need to get a shell. If I can learn to swim straight. Excuse me. Yeah, do not go through that door yet, or you will not be able to come back until you are doing New Game Plus. That is Chapter Select, or you restart the whole game. But we're gonna go up here to this round thing, or rectangle. What is it? Octagonal? I don't know what it is. I think it's octagonal, but I'm not sure. I never really counted the sides, so I'll go up there. Let's see what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm kind of losing track. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go into the water and go through the door. And once you activate this, the doors will shut and you won't be able to go back. More story stuff. Looks like the sharks and the whatever we are. I don't know if that we're human, but I mean, my character is clearly at least part machine, so I don't know if they were part machine as well, or I don't think that's the case. I think they were human, and maybe they made my character to work for them. And that one has a shark that looks like it's also a machine. Can't really tell because it looks like it's, well, maybe it's just, maybe the parts have been rubbed out. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't tell, like, is that just its natural gills and that's the way they drew them, or it's a weird robot shark? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's hard for me to tell exactly what the story is some of the times, other than apparently the sharks and the humans got along and they probably had a great civilization. And then it all went, you know, downhill. And you can't go back under the water now. You know, I would have liked to have been able to ride some of those fish there. Okay, can you please turn around and go forward? Thank you. Right, open the door. It's 3:48 in the morning, so I'm kind of a little tired now. My brain's not working quite so well anymore. Which will be captured for all eternity, or as long as YouTube's around, I suppose. So we're gonna drop down into another stream of water, or jet stream of water. And then we'll be on to the 7th chapter in a moment. After this part. Some cool, they really like their hammerhead shark statues / regular shark statues, since they're all over the friggin' place. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I definitely like their intricate tile work as well. And I'm not really sure what's going on with this thing because, I mean, it looks like it's fairly tall. And that was the game. Yeah, I guess those were houses at one point. They're just missing the roofs. I don't really know because they don't let you really look at the items, so not really sure exactly how this thing worked, other than it looks like there's some kind of buildings down there maybe without the roofs. I would like to be able to stop and just look them over, but that's not the purpose of that area, so it's too bad. Right, we got that. And the one on the other side. A bunch of fish that I guess somehow live in here. I don't know what they eat. Maybe they eat each other. I have no idea. And now we open the door so they can go and live in the other place. If they want to. I mean, seriously, what did the fish eat? They've been stuck in this room for who knows how long. No, see you later, fish. Alright, so this is the last time we'll be here, hopefully. The last bubble to break, or burst, or whatever. Last bubble to let things out of, or put things into. Oh, I think this is the shark that we just befriended. So I have no idea what this place is, but it's definitely different. And now I'm gonna get my new outfit. Apparently this other place can heal you. Now we just have a few few trophies left. One is we want to grab the shark when we can and get one for riding him. And then after that we want to go over to the wall. Let me see if I can get there. Yeah, we don't want to rush. We just want to get to the surface of the water. I'm a little higher. Come on, you can do it. And see the shell there? We can actually grab it whenever the water goes up. No jumping needed. Just wait for the water to kind of go up and down and grab it when it's close enough. I discovered that by accident after spending much too long trying to jump out of the water at it. And then I just realized I could just go over there and grab it without jumping at all, really. Okay, can you turn around, please? I'm pushing the... Anyway, the controls could definitely use some work. You push to the left and the shark just kind of freezes. Yeah. But that's okay, it's not a big deal. All about trying to be patient with the mechanics of a game that need work. And then the water is going to rise. We need 2 more shells. Or maybe 3 more shells. And 1 more trophy for riding. One for riding an animal and 1 for finding the Arctic island. And 1 for finishing the game. Right, wish the game would not do that. I say it's 3:55, so if I'm not making a lot of sense, that's probably why. I'm not even going to edit it tonight. I'm going to edit it in the morning after I get a little sleep. Right, and go through there. A lot of fish, and they're very wiggly. I think there's one more after this. Oh, that one's interesting. I gotta go see that weird green and blue fish that's to the left. If I can. Where'd you go? I want to see. There he is. Look at that thing. Oh, look at this fish. That's interesting. Humphead race. Interesting. He's still eating things while I'm riding on him. Huh. Anyway, that was interesting. Time to move on. There's a sailfish, I think. Alright, another one. Thank you for that. Thank you. Like I'm trying to aim towards it and I went right by it. Alright, one more, which is up in there. Good job. Can you go down, please? Yeah, the controls of this game can be quite annoying sometimes. Would you turn around, please? Here, come here. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Yeah, can you? Thank you. Shouldn't be that difficult to be able to go and hit something in the water. I shouldn't feel like I'm fighting the controls 50% of the time, if not more. I'm being calm. It'll be okay. Hey, can you go down? Thank you. Anytime you go more than a couple of miles an hour over the usual amount of speed, the character completely forgets how to swim or follow directions. Alright, where are you, whale? You know, I'll get back to you. I'm gonna do something else instead. I'm gonna go over here and try to get the one of the last shells. Is it here? I think it's there. I face it. I'm not sure that's the spot, but we'll see. There, I grabbed it. That wasn't too painful. I found if you get semi-close to it, you can grab it, so... Then we're gonna follow the line of the wall to the left. This music's so friggin' loud. I keep turning it down and it keeps getting louder. Hi, Norwal. Up a little bit. Can you go to the island and stop going underwater? That'd be great. Thank you. Alright, we'll get a trophy for getting the last, or not the last shell, but almost the last shell, but for finding the Arctic island thing, this is. And cute bear. There it is, Arctic Explorer. And then we need to go and ride a whale. A blue whale, I guess. Before we go through the door. Hey, where are you, whales? Oh, there they are. Way over there. We don't want to go through the door until we ride the whale. Okay. Oh, I actually got close to your face. Usually my character goes way back to his butt. Or tail. These whales are in the way. Okay. Oh, no. Come on, you can do it. There it is. That's what we need. Perfect. Now I'm done with you. Thank you very much. Since I don't really have any ability to control where you go. Time to go into the door. Into the little entrance. If I can get in there. Thank you. By the way, there's going to be a bunch of flashing lights coming up, so that the kind of thing is something that will be annoying to you. There's a heads up for about a minute, maybe less, probably less than a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Bunch of flashing lights right here. When you run into these mines. The first is not too bad, but it gets more extreme as it goes. So I'd say it's probably not the worst, but if you're not expecting it, it can be a bit bright. And now all evil in the world is gone, I guess. All evil is vanquished. And now we're in the credits just about. There's only one thing left to do. And that is to get the lush shell, which is in the actual credits. I'm not sure if the credits count as an actual chapter on their own or not, but I'll know when it gives me the option to select chapters. But for now, we have a shell to get. So the scene will just kind of rotate on itself or by itself, but there's a trophy for finishing the game in general. And then if you go over to the right, apparently the fish will kind of follow you. But if you go to the right, the screen just keeps turning. And eventually a shell will reveal itself over here. And the shark is still my buddy, I guess. Looks more solid now, at least. But there's the shell. And you get the trophy for getting all of the shells. I ride you. Where are you? Turn around. Oh, stop going in circles. So I can still ride the shark. Okay, so we reached the end of the credits. And once you get to the end of the credits, you can use the option button. And at that point, you can use the chapter select. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is the mines. 6 is there. 7 is riding the shark and everything. So I guess the credits are considered a chapter, or at least a part of chapter select. So that would probably be the chapters there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the first chapter. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed this up because it takes way too long to get to where I want to go. The whole point is once you have all the shells, which we got from the gameplay, Then we're going to go to the nearest building that has that display of all the shells. Sorry, I'm going around in circles. Go to the nearest building that has the display with all the shells, showing which one you've collected, and then I will show you the suit that you could get. And here is the place. Doesn't matter which building you go into, but whatever building that has this collection of shells, you can claim your surprise reward. Every time I looked at a video, they would just have them at one of the things. They never explained that or anything, but I guess it's not really something that needs to be explained. I think at the time I was just annoyed because I didn't know how you got this suit. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You go to any of these buildings, you go up to this, all the shells are here, and you can push this button. And you get this new silver blue silt suit. Mostly silver gray, I guess. And supposedly it makes it so you can, you know, swim faster and I guess jump out of the water better. And but what is the point of it? There's really no point unless I guess you wanted to use it to speed run or something. I mean, I guess maybe it's like the suit in Journey where you can, you know, you don't have to have help or you can go out of bounds. Maybe there's some out of bounds thing you can find out if you have these particular, you know, very long, he still gets eaten, very long flippers. I doubt it, but, you know. And I am curious, once you get burned up, do you lose this suit and have to go back to the golden suit again, or do you get to keep this suit? I don't know, because the only reason why you'd want to go faster and jump higher is to get all the shells, and the only way to get this suit is to get all the shells first. So it just seems kind of pointless to me. I mean, there's no other trophies for getting it, so it is what it is. I think, as I said, I've had enough. I'm tired. If you enjoyed these videos or this video, then please like and subscribe. Marvel at my beautiful new silvery gray suit. And until next time, thanks for watching. Take care and peace out.